Stadium in Athens. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two.
He's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Trucks through the defender. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Arch to throw. He's got him in the flat. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the 1st drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. delivers the blow. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. I wonder how much fun this is for him, the head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater. I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep.
Continues to fight for yards. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. A tackle, and he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
They put on the heat and they blocked it.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, getting the block.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throws to the tight end, and he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. Takes the handoff. It smothers. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside. It's Brown. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to...
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Upstairs to make the catch. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver.
Has it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive. Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers? A lot of times they're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man.
And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Manning to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They didn't get anybody. Block didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. 4th down, Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 19 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Here's a give to Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And with the pick 6. Touchdown Longhorns!
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Handoff for Frazier. Bounced off his feet.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really
makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Dogs! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Texas. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time he's got it. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. The run inside. It's Frazier. Crosses the 35. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And you've really really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. On target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a mess. A delay of game on the 2-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run.
Maybe a crease. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 32.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Manning. He's going to run it. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Manning to throw for it on fourth. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the wideout. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Texas 34, Georgia 21.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Arch is going to throw for it. Buying some time. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Back to pass, it's Manning. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. It's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. After the filthy move, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Going for 6. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the